Hey friends, hey family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal Blue. I do Christian content. I also do what's called the Word of the Day. I also have videos and shorts of me and my family having fun together. I also have inspirational shorts and quotes, and I have running fitness shorts. So if you like what you see and hear, don't forget to like and subscribe, but most of all, don't forget to share. For those of you returning, happy Monday. I hope everybody had a blessed weekend. I know I did. It was very kind of busy buying groceries, getting the Christmas tree up, but it was a fun busy. It's something that you don't mind doing. So we had a fun, busy, but yet still restful weekend. So I hope you guys did as well. Shout out to my uncle and my cousin who celebrated birthdays. My uncle turned 80 and they had a great celebration down in Myrtle Beach. They had the best time. So I'm glad they were able to celebrate that. I thank God for letting my uncle see 80 years old. And my other cousin, I don't know how old she is, but I thank God that she was able to see another year as well. So we're going to get into the word today. And I want this to be just a word of encouragement. This is from the book of James. Excuse me. I feel sometimes in life we compare ourselves to other people and we're wondering why we are not where certain people are. And that's because we're not supposed to be where everybody else is. We all have our own timeline. We're supposed to be doing things at different times. You're not supposed to buy a house when that person buys a house. You're not supposed to have the car when they have the car. Maybe you're not going to get those things. And I think the biggest thing, especially with social media, it makes us feel bad because we're constantly comparing, saying, well, why don't I have that yet? Well, why does that person have that? How come I don't have that? And the first thing you need to do is probably stay off social media. Secondly, stop comparing yourself. You're not living their life. You are living your life. Your life is completely different from theirs. So in James chapter 1, verses 9 through 11, it speaks on this. It says, believers in humble circumstances ought to take pride in their high position, but the rich should take pride in their humiliation, since they will pass away like a wildflower. For the sun rises with scorching heat and withers the plant. Its blossom falls and its beauty is destroyed. In the same way, the rich will fade away, even while they go about their business. Now, I know that was a lot, but the first sentence says believers in humble circumstances ought to take pride in their high position. Just because you don't have the biggest house or the nicest car and all the money in the bank, that doesn't mean that you're a failure in any way, shape, or form. It just means you're living humbly. You don't have to be a billionaire or a millionaire to actually be somebody. It's not about the money, it's not about the possessions. It's about who you are as a person. And then it says, but the rich should take pride in their humiliation. Usually, I'm not saying this for all rich people, but if you've ever encountered people who are like super, super uber rich, who are like millionaires and billionaires, it says the rich should take pride in the humiliation, since they will pass away like a wildflower. For the sun rises with scorching heat and withers the plant. Its blossoms fall, its beauty is destroyed. In the same way, the rich will fade away, even when they go about their business. I feel a lot of times people that are rich, like I'm talking super rich, like millionaires and billionaires, again, not all of them, but some of them are kind of out of touch. And once they keep making that money, once they like make that money, they want to keep making it and keep making it. And they're just chasing. They're literally just chasing the wind, because they're never going to be happy with what they've got. They've always want to strive for more, get more, get more, get more. And they're literally killing themselves trying to make all this money that they can't even take with them. And it's like, while they're working, building this business, they're slowly withering away and fading away, and they don't even really realize it. Because unlike the person in the humble circumstances, they are more in touch, I feel personally, because they're not chasing money. They're not chasing after the wind. And it talks about this in Ecclesiastes about like just chasing the wind. They're not out there trying to strive to get billions and billions and just be the most, rich person in the world. And that's fine. It's okay to have humble circumstances. Again, you don't have to be the richest person in the whole wide world. But people who don't have as much as others, it's quite all right. I think people that maybe have less, I think they're more grounded in a way personally, and they actually are okay with what they have. And they're grateful for what they have, and they appreciate it, and they know where their help comes from. But a lot of people are out there in the world, And some of these billionaires and millionaires out there, I highly doubt they have God on their mind and are thanking God for building their wealth. They're just out there doing whatever they got to do to get that money. And if that's what they want to do, that's perfectly fine. But they're killing themselves just chasing after the wind, and they're literally dying as they're just living their lives and not even realizing it. So, people that are in those humble circumstances, it's okay that you don't have the big house and the $1 million in the bank and the nice car. It's okay that you don't have that. That's all right. You are thankful and you appreciate what God has given you because you know that His grace and mercy is new every day. And you know without Him, you wouldn't have the things that you do have. And again, I'm not saying that all rich people are snobby and don't know the Lord and are chasing after money. There's only a small percentage who are up there at the top like that, that I guarantee you God has not crossed their mind. They have not thought about anything. And when you ask them, how did you make your millions or billions? They'll say they did it. And God is nowhere in the picture. And there are a percentage of them that are like that. So these verses just talk about, you know what? If you don't have what they have, don't worry about it. It's okay. Believers in humble circumstances ought to take pride in their high position because honestly, being humble and in that position is way better than having all this money and all these things in the world that you can't even take with you. Because what's the point of chasing after all this when you can't even take it with you? So stop comparing yourself to people on social media. Stop wondering why you don't have what they have because it's not meant for you to have it. If it is, maybe not until later when God says so, because everything is in His timing anyway. So stop comparing yourself. Be happy with what you've got and be thankful and be blessed because guess what? You couldn't have nothing. All right. Again, this came from James chapter 1, verses 9 through 11. Y'all know what I like to say. Don't take my word for it. Read it for yourself. All right. I love you guys. I hope this blessed you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.